Well, I remember back in the days, I used to just work on loops and ideas for days and days and days and days. I mean, it must have been something that I had probably started like a week before or 2 weeks before I finished it, and it probably morphed during the process into something different. You really had to sort of work on one track at a time. You couldn't work on 10 different tracks because your settings in your mix desk and your synths and everything, you could only find once, and so it was probably like a process that took a few long days, 16-hour days. I do remember when it was finished. My studio was in at a record label in The Hague, and the record label was called Combined Forces, and that had a couple of labels, and this record was released on that label. And I remember it was like 9 in the morning, and the first guys walked into the office going to work. Like, it was like a daytime job, like you would sell records to the world. And I had just finished one. And I remember Jorn, who's now the head A&R at Spinnin' Records, being the first one to open the door. And he was just like, "Oh my God, you're here!" And I'm like, "I'm still here." This has been an all-nighter, but you have to sit down and listen to this tune. So I think Jorn is probably the first person in the world that ever heard My Lexicon. And look what it brought him, man. He's one of the biggest A&Rs in the world now. So that's what it did.